Bitcoin, again, great bounce. I actually have some crypto on the long side that I've been accumulating the last few days, so I love seeing the bounces in crypto. But
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Gareth Soloway shares expert crypto insights and discusses blockchain evolution, market dynamics, and innovative trends. In this video, we cover his outlook. Let's watch to explore these ideas.
Tesla today looks like it's going to close right around $230. Notice again, this is a chart that I showed this morning. We had the major support plus the 786 Fibonacci retrace between these two levels. And sure enough, today we did get within those two levels perfectly, and it has bounced back to the upside. It's not a big bounce yet, but to me, this zone is a major, major support zone, and I would be anticipating, whether it goes and touches the low end of this line or not, I do anticipate a bounce on Tesla. All right, Oracle. Oracle reported earnings yesterday after the bell. It was down on earnings, but look at what it hit today. And by the way, the backlog of orders for these guys was insane. But look at the gap fill. There's your big gap right here. Fills the gap at the lows today and gets a bounce. I think there's a short-term low here on Oracle, especially with the size of that backlog. That was impressive, to say the least. And then if we look at NVIDIA today, it was up on the day about $1.70, or it is up about $1.70. But the kicker here is it's still below this line. So if you're gaming this out, how would you think this would play? I would expect a bounce at some point back to the scene of the crime, and then at that point, a decent chance of another leg lower. So again, I do think, markets are due for a shorter-term bounce, which is why I'm nibbling small positions on a few of these high-quality type names, but at the same time, understanding that these are shorter-term trades, looking for that bounce, get the heck out, and then I'll look to see, do we have that next leg lower in the market? So again, just to summarize where I'm standing myself based on my own trading is I'm in some longs now, dipping my toe in the water on some of these best of breeds, but very short-term time horizon, literally days, maybe a week, week and a half, 2 weeks type thing, and also small enough position sizes where if it does go lower tomorrow, for instance, I can add more and dollar cost average, setting myself up for the eventual bounce.
Bitcoin whales are showing signs of returning to the market as buyers, hinting at a possible rebound around the $80,000 level. Recent on-chain data from CryptoQuant reveals that sell-side pressure from large Binance investors has cooled off considerably. While smaller investors remain cautious after weeks of price declines, whales seem to be stepping in, signaling that they see value at current levels. Data indicates that the top 10 largest inflows to Binance, typically dominated by whales, have decreased in proportion. This trend suggests that these heavy hitters are reducing their selling pressure, which has historically been a precursor to bullish trends and market rebounds. At the same time, both whales and larger holders of at least 10 BTC have been accumulating coins at a modest pace this month. This renewed activity among large investors contrasts with the hesitancy seen among short-term holders, who are increasingly selling off their positions. Analytics firm Glassnode has noted that a shift in capital flows, particularly from short-term holders with lower cost bases, points to a drop in new inflows. The lack of appetite among these speculative investors, combined with decreasing whale sell pressure, hints at a market environment that could be ripe for recovery. If this trend continues, the market may soon see a rebound, potentially pushing Bitcoin's price back toward the attractive $80,000 mark. Large investors are positioning themselves for a turnaround as market sentiment gradually shifts. Their confidence could pave the way for a renewed buying wave, offering hope amid lingering caution.
All right, couple other charts here. Apple, here's your head and shoulders pattern, very clear as day. And again, you could see right here we were below the neckline, but by the end of the day, Apple has rallied back above, so there's no trigger for the bearish pattern yet on Apple. Bitcoin, what a bounce today, guys, back to about 83,000. And again, just to keep in mind, Bitcoin, again, great bounce. I actually have some crypto on the long side that I've been accumulating the last few days, so I love seeing the bounces in crypto. But I'm fully aware there's resistance up here, there's support down here, and really this is just an interim bounce that, again, in general, I still favor at some point a flush down to the 73 to 75,000 level. Take a look at silver today. Great day on silver, but look at where it went right to, the downsloping trend line from these highs right through here. And so again, we don't have a breakout on silver, but now it goes on my watch list to see what happens tomorrow. Can it push through this resistance line? If it does and confirms, you should retest around the $34.80 to $35 per ounce level. Gold today also had a bounce, but it's still within this range. You have a flat top right up here. You have an upsloping trend line right here. This is what we would refer to as a wedge pattern. And wedge patterns essentially mean price is consolidating. It's in tightly getting wound tighter and tighter and tighter until it either breaks out or it breaks to the downside. Usually that direction will be big. In this case, I would anticipate if it breaks out, it goes up here to this upper trend line of resistance here, and if it breaks here, it would go retest this level. We have the S&P 500, and we can see, again, we continue to have a down day or down move going on the S&P 500. Now, the big question is, and this is something I'm actively searching, is where are the support levels? We know there's a support level in here, which is kind of in the range of around where we currently are, but if we break through this, there's another level right down here. This would be your next level down there. So again, whenever you have a market that's in a waterfall event, meaning it just kind of keeps going down and down and down, what you're looking for is to say, okay, at what levels can I find a confluence of factors, meaning a trend line, a Fibonacci, a gap fill, things that align, and that will give you your higher probability of a bounce. At this point, we do have some supports down in this range, and we are seeing oversold signals only in the short term. But again, I'm not seeing enough to really say, okay, for sure we're going to bounce. I'd be buying heavily if that was the case. Otherwise, right now, what I'm doing is I'm nibbling here and there. Like Tesla, nibbled a little on Tesla. Some financial stocks, JP Morgan Chase, getting very, very inexpensive. Looking at names like those, like best of breed versus kind of going towards some of the other crazier stuff.
U.S. government is moving at the speed of tech with the implementation of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act. Bitcoin Magazine CEO David Bailey noted that the timeline is now measured in days and weeks, not months or years. This accelerated schedule follows President Donald Trump's recent signing of an executive order that establishes a Bitcoin-only reserve as part of a broader U.S. crypto reserve strategy. The executive order also mandates the creation of a national stockpile for major altcoins such as Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. This bold move aims to integrate cryptocurrencies into the national financial system without relying on taxpayer funding. Instead, the reserve will use nearly 200,000 BTC acquired through criminal forfeiture, valued at approximately $17 billion. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick are exploring budget-neutral ways to boost Bitcoin holdings, including proposals to sell a portion of U.S. gold reserves. This rapid implementation could have significant market implications, potentially increasing institutional demand. Bitcoin, trading at around $81,659 and showing modest gains, might benefit from renewed confidence. Meanwhile, altcoin strategies are evolving as the government adjusts its digital asset portfolio. With this fast-moving development, market watchers and investors alike are keeping a close eye on the U.S. Bitcoin reserve, anticipating that these measures could reshape the crypto landscape in the coming days and weeks. These swift moves signal a new era in crypto policy. As government actions accelerate, the market awaits further developments that could strengthen Bitcoin's role in the national financial system. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.